Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and guests. How are you? Thank you for coming to the D103 Facebook Live event with our TLI Dean, HAAJi. Welcome, HAAJi. It's great to have you.
Hey, Valerie, thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to be here with you talking about our upcoming exciting event, the Summer TLI. So it's a pleasure to be here and I'm excited.
Great. It's a pleasure to have you, HAAJi, because wait a minute. Let me see. It's a pleasure to have you. I was looking at something else. It just really, it's like when you see in two screens and it's in delay, it's like, okay, I have to make sure that we're on Zoom and that our audience is getting the best out of this event, because we have a TLI pack for you. And before we hear from our dean, I am going to give you a little bit of information about HAAJi. So HAAJi is a native of Chicago, now in Austin, Texas. HAAJi is an entrepreneur and public speaking coach. He helps experts gain influence by harnessing the power of their story. His love for storytelling and public speaking was born out of his involvement with Toastmasters right here. He has been a Toastmasters for 3 years, and in that time, he has become a more confident speaker, developed his leadership skills, and become a more dynamic communicator. He has been a 2-time president of DePaul Leaders Toastmasters, his home club, and he has served as a D103 area director, and he is just getting started. For him, speaking is not just a professional skill. However, it's a life skill and an opportunity to engage in his most beloved pastime, lifelong learning. So welcome, HAAJi. We are happy to have you here. And I know we have a packed agenda, right? This weekend.
Oh yeah.
So what does being a summer TLI dean to you? Taking on this role, what is it mean to you?
You know what? When I was asked to do the position, to serve in the role of TLI Dean, I said yes, but the truth is I didn't exactly know what I was saying yes to. I'm just the type of person who likes to take on any challenge. So I said yes to Dion Legan, our current program quality director. And then I started to learn what it actually meant to be a TLI Dean, to prepare a program that would serve as the kickoff for the upcoming Toastmasters year. So for me, serving as the TLI Dean means that I get to set the tone for what the upcoming year of D103 looks like. I want to make sure that our clubs understand that they can be presidents distinguished, and that starts here at the TLI. So this is just the beginning of what I know will be a great year for District 103, and it starts here at the TLI.
All right, thank you. I can feel the fire igniting out of you.
Oh,
and
yes.
that's the next thing I'm gonna ask you. Is the theme is igniting the fire within. How did you come up with that theme, and what does it mean to you for the district?
Yeah, great question. So igniting the fire within, I believe that we all have a fire within, this life force. It's what keeps us going. It's what wakes us up out of bed each and every morning. The thing is, when you sign up for Toastmasters, there's something that makes you sign your name on that dotted line that says, okay, I want to show up to this club and practice public speaking. But my question is, what is it that keeps you going? It's that fire. And when I thought of this theme of igniting the fire within, it was this reminder that even though we sign up for Toastmasters with an intention, it's important for us to remember why we signed up in the first place and keep coming back to it, continue igniting that original fire to keep us going throughout all of the challenges. Because as we've seen this past year, things will, or the past 2 years, things will show up that will get in the way of your personal development in Toastmasters and other areas of your life. But what will you turn to keep you going? In addition to that, it's important to understand, in order to really achieve growth in your life, you have to keep putting in the work. You have to keep putting forth effort. It doesn't just happen by accident. So for this TLI, for our leaders who are serving as club officers, and for those who aren't even in officer roles, if you're a member of a Toastmasters club in general, it's important for you to understand that it's going to take some work, some effort, some legwork in order for you to move yourself forward and to move your club forward, because we're all in this together. We're in this separately, but we're all together. So it's important that we ignite the fire within for ourselves so that everyone around us can feel that fire, because they might need it, right? They'll come to you. So it's important. So I hope that everyone can get that igniting at this TLI and take it and go forth in their clubs and prosper.
Thank you for sharing that, HAAJi, because growth is everything and you have to put in the work, and you are right. And people can feel that radiance when it comes within your face, and you just, like you said, you want to be on fire, for leadership.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at the backgrounds. We on fire. We're on fire.
On fire. Oh my God. I cannot wait. And speaking of the backgrounds, just be looking out on the D103 Toastmasters website. And we're going to have that updated where you can download the actual backgrounds that you see here, so you can be on fire too.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be amazing. So the thing is, I want you to do, it's great to have you today. Could you tell our audience, what is the Toastmasters Leadership Institute and what value it's going to, it brings to the district, as well as guests that will attend?
Yeah, so Toastmasters Leadership Institute is a place to come to learn. As I mentioned earlier, this is the kickoff event for the upcoming Toastmasters year. And this is the place to come to get all of the tools necessary for you to thrive as you move forward into the year. I mean, as you look at our agenda, especially starting off with our keynote and then going into our educational sessions and then the officers training, you'll find that we're literally giving you everything you need for your personal growth and for your club's growth for the upcoming year. The thing, though, is that you as an individual has to ask yourself, what do I need? What do I need for this upcoming year? And then you look at the agenda and you take it for yourself. So the Toastmasters Leadership Institute is our opportunity as a district to give our leaders everything they need to prepare for the upcoming year. All that we ask is for everyone in attendance is that you specifically know what you're coming in to get from the event. So I always talk about the importance and the value of mindset. And I want to encourage everyone to come into this event with the proper mindset so that you can get everything that you need from this event.
Exactly. I'm so glad that you put it in that context, because when I went to my first Toastmasters Leadership Institute, I didn't know what to expect. And I had to come in with an open mindset because I was new to Toastmasters. Everybody kept talking about it. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to learn more about leadership, because the actual name Toastmasters Leadership Institute makes me think that I'm going to be building more skills. It's not just for club officers, even though they have to be there,
Right.
But it's also great for our Toastmasters members and those who really want to be familiarized with the Toastmasters brand and to understand how to be a great leader, because the slogan says, where leaders are made.
Exactly.
And so,
Exactly.
and that is great. And you just summed it up so well.
And
Now,
do you mind if I tell you about my experience with the TLI?
yes.
So I'll be honest, as someone who came into Toastmasters initially just focused on becoming a better public speaker, I really didn't focus on the leadership aspect. So when I became a club officer and I was told that I had to go to training, I wasn't really the happiest person, right? So when I was told that the place to go for your training is the TLI, the only thing on my mind was, okay, so I'm coming in, I'm getting my training, and then I'm leaving. But when I saw the agenda, I realized there was more to it than just the officer's training.
Exactly.
The truth, Valerie, is when I looked at the agenda, the only thing on my mind was, I'm going to the officer's training, I'm avoiding everything else, and then I'm hopping off the call. But last year, something changed within me. And this is actually what led to me taking on this role. See, last year, once again, I'll honestly say I came for the officer's training, but I hopped on the call at the beginning, and then the keynote speaker, Lance Miller, began to speak. And he gave a very empowering, inspiring speech about how he along with his team, his club members, took their club from a club that barely had any engagement, where people were dropping off like flies, to a club that was President's distinguished time and time again. And listening to that speech woke something up within me. It ignited that fire within me. And after that, it took me listening to Lance to realize there's so much more value in the TLI aside from the officer's training. Yes. And that's why I took on this role, because I wanted to make sure that other people realize that there's so much more value in this TLI. And I really want to encourage everyone to understand, you get out of this what you put into it. So if you come here with the right mindset and you understand, this is not just the officer training opportunity. There's so much, in all honesty, the officer training, that's like, I don't want to say it's the bottom of the barrel, but it's not the highlight. The highlight is everything else. It's the full experience, but you have to come prepared. You have to come ready.
You do. I mean, when I say you have to be prepared, it's so much excitement. And then you're going to be talking about it. And then other people will wish that they did come. Yeah. So you really want to be that person that's going to be the mouthpiece of, you should have been there.
Oh, yeah.
So sign up today, because in the actual, at the bottom, there is a description about what's going to be happening in this call. And then there's a link that's going to take you to the Constant Contact landing page. And you're going to learn all about our speakers and our keynote speaker, which is—
I didn't even get to talk about the keynote speaker yet, right? Which is a very big highlight.
Yes. So for the TLI keynote speaker, which is Darren LaCroix, can you tell us what is in store and what can our Toastmasters members and guests take away when they attend the TLI to see Darren speak?
Of course. And I really want to encourage everyone, invite your family and friends. This isn't just the Toastmasters event. This is a family event. And it's important because we have the 2001 World Champion of Public Speaking, Darren LaCroix, gracing us with his presence for not just one, but 2 sessions. Yes. So he's going to kick off the event with his keynote entitled 17 Minutes to Your Dream, because we all have a dream. Darren had a dream. This is a man who started off from a child wanting to be a comedian, but time and time again, he was told he's not funny. In fact, during one of his first times on stage, he was the opener, and the headliner told him, "Don't quit your day job." Years later,
Wow.
he ended up winning the 2001 World Championship of Public Speaking by giving a funny speech. So he's going to share with us that story. He's going to share with us how to overcome self-doubt and build belief from within. He's going to share with us a simple strategy to gain momentum, and also how to start a movement in your organization. Yes. So his keynote is something that I'm looking forward to because I feel that we learn a lot from those who've been through experiences, and he's someone who's been through challenges, and he's going to share with us how he overcame his challenges to become the world champion of public speaking, and he continues to show up as a speaker. You can find him on social media continuing to just really express his greatness as a speaker and a leader.
That is great. And I know people are excited. I mean, you can't get excited. I mean, if you're not excited, you got to get excited.
Right.
He has a lot of energy.
Yes, he does.
I mean, you look at his videos, he's just as pumped up about igniting the fire within.
Oh,
and you have to come, because this is very priceless, where you are getting all the learning opportunities to being successful in 17 minutes. Look, 17 minutes. I really want to know how I can get to my dream in 17 minutes.
And then later on, Valerie, he's going to take us through his Humor 101 workshop. So let's be honest. We love funny people, right? Everyone is always looking for a laugh, because it helps to ease the challenges that we go through in our day-to-day life. But at the end of the day, I don't know about you, sometimes I just scroll on YouTube looking for funny videos because I just want to laugh, because it makes me feel good. So in Darren's Humor 101 workshop, he's going to share with you how to get laughs in your next presentation, even if you're not funny.
Exactly.
So he's going to share with you, he's going to teach you how to be funny, even if you're not funny. Because I know when I'm listening to someone's speech, I love to crack a joke. I mean, I love to laugh and just kind of feel good while I'm listening to what they share. And he's going to take us through how exactly to do it. It's going to be an interactive workshop. You're actually going to get the opportunity to create a joke with the group. So I really want everybody to come, not just for the keynote, but to stay for the workshop and really get the entire Darren LaCroix experience.
Exactly. Thank you so much, HAAJi, for sharing that. And not only do we have a keynote speaker, we also have educational sessions.
Oh, yeah.
So can you tell our audience what can they expect from our educational sessions?
Of course. So I really wanted to curate educational sessions that would give our leaders, our Toastmasters leaders, everything that they needed for this upcoming year. So we have seven educational sessions, and I'll actually tell you what they are. So the first one is Pathways Focus, learning how to enjoy your Pathways learning journey. So anyone just getting started, it really gives you everything you need to feel comfortable as you move through the Pathways program. And for those of you who don't know what Pathways is, it's the educational program that takes you through giving speeches every time you give a speech in Toastmasters. So Marin Jenkins will be leading that session. And then we have Julian Wiley talking about the ABCs of Free Toast Hosts, which is a great website where we create the agendas and just do everything on the back end for our Toastmasters meetings. We have Melody Bird and Robert McKenzie talking about club building relationships. So this is all about building growth within your club and also how to charter a new club. And these are two people who really know their stuff, so they have a lot to share. Next is Banu Dabadi with Mentoring Matters. No matter what you do in your life, having a mentor is so important. And Banu's going to tell you all about that. Next up is Ansonia Gibbs with one of my personal favorite sessions on this agenda, keeping the commitment, which to me is at the core of igniting the fire within. So how to keep up the commitment that you signed up for with Toastmasters or anything else in your life. She's going to go deep into that topic. And then we have our district speech champion, Barry Mixon, with his session, Creating Your Next Symphony, a Sound. And he's going to talk about how to craft a symphony, a speech, in the same way that he created his speech that won him the district championship and is taking him to the next level. And then finally, Prince Lethbridge is telling us about the technology of a hybrid meeting. I mean, we've been doing a lot of hybrid meetings ever since the pandemic. And as we move forward, it's important to know how to take your hybrid meetings to the next level. A lot of clubs are going from fully virtual to the hybrid model. And I think it's important for everyone to know that the best technology, and Prince is the best person to tell you about that. So those are our educational sessions. And then, of course, later on, we have our officers training, but then we have a final educational session. And this is an in-depth training for base camp managers. Once again, a pathways focused session hosted by our very own Sandra Washington, one of my favorite presenters. She's someone I look up to because of her. She's a pro. She is. And I'll tell you this, even if the information that she shares you think is going to go over your head, the way that she teaches it is going to make it just easy to digest, because she's just such a great presenter. So my suggestion is to stay for the whole event. Yes. Dedicate your Saturday to this TLI, because it's going to be so worth it.
Yes, it is. And I'll just say hats off to you and your team for bringing such great dynamic speakers. I mean, trainers to really teach our leaders who are coming in, our club officers who are coming in 2022 through 2023. The actual Toastmasters year is starting July 1st. So we are really giving them a head schedule to be trained as a club officer. So if you're out there, presidents and vice president of education and vice president of membership, everyone on the executive team, please register today. You will not forget this training and this event, period. And then you can take it back to your club, everything that you have learned, and then you apply it. And then you keep applying yourself, just like HAAJi said. That's the only way you're going to grow, is what you put into it. So why should the D103 Toastmasters, now I know I just said it, but we want to hear from you, HAAJi. Why should D103 Toastmasters members and guests register for the TLI?
Because we all have a life force within us. We all have a fire within us. And sometimes we need a reminder of our greatness. Sometimes we need a reminder of how much we want to show up in our lives. See, Toastmasters, as I said, is not just about speaking. It's about showing up in all of the areas of your life as a leader, as someone who is powerful, as someone with presence and who wants to show up. And during this TLI, we're going to remind you that you do have a fire within. And then we're going to feed you session after session with reminders of that fire and help it just go ablaze. Behind us, we have the city of Chicago on fire for a reason. The D103 Toastmasters are thriving, and we're just too hot to handle. So once again, this is not just for our club officers. This is for all club members. This is for your friends and families who barely even know what Toastmasters is. This is an opportunity for everyone to just to get that life force brought back in them. I want to ignite the fire within you. I want to remind you of who you are and how you can show up as a leader in your clubs, in your lives. And I have an amazing team helping me to do just that. So set aside time this coming Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It might seem like a long time, but this is a priceless event. It's free, everyone. It's free.
It's free.
It's free. So just come in, get this information, and have the right mindset. Come prepared. Set your mind to the channel of learning, because you're going to come in, you're going to learn, have your notebook ready, take notes, ask questions, because when you ask questions, the information goes in deeper. Ask questions, use the chat. It's going to be very interactive, and we're here to guide you. The one thing that I always want to remind our D103 leaders is Toastmasters is an organization where you always have support. And preparing for this event, I had so much support. And I want to thank you, Valerie, for all the help that you gave me, along with the rest of our D103 leaders. Everyone was so helpful. And we're here to help our leaders to continue to grow. So I look forward to seeing all of you this Saturday. You won't regret it.
Yes, I like that. And I like your energy. I mean, it's flowing, and I know everyone out there in Facebook land, LinkedIn, wherever you are, I want you to sign up today. In the actual description, there is a link. Click on that. That's going to take you right to the Constant Contact landing page, where it's going to explain everything that's going to be happening. Everything that you heard here is going to be there. You're going to get the chance to get to know our speakers, our keynote speaker. And then we also going to have a raffle. So you definitely got
I almost forgot about that. Yeah, there's going to be raffles and prizes. So, I mean, why not? We got a bunch of prizes that we're giving away. But you got to be there to win. Register, be present, and you won't walk away empty-handed. Whether it's with the information or a raffle prize, we got something for you.
Great. Now, what I'm going to do, I am going to go on our D103 Facebook page, see if we have any questions. And let me make sure, let me see. All right, so Greg Thompson said that we are on fire. And he said he loves the background.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure everyone gets these backgrounds.
And Sheila Edens Brown says she enjoyed you have an awesome testimony about your bunch of TLI. And then also our program quality director, Dion Lagan, she says she loves the theme. And then she said, I am so glad you said yes to being the TLI dean.
I am too.
Oh, that is
I'm so
great.
Excited. I'm so excited.
So the thing that's great is that our district leaders, Greg Thompson, who is the district director, Dion Lagan, she's been there, she's making it happen. She's the program quality director, and Sam Sukumar, who is our club growth director. They're always making sure that our club officers are being trained, and then especially for the TLI, that is the biggest event for our summer and our winter months. So we really want you to come out, D103 Toastmasters members, tell your friends, tell your family, tell them to sign up. Get to know Toastmasters. It's a great resource for you to develop your speaking skills and your leadership skills. And just like HAAJi, our TLI dean, said, it's what you put into it. And that's how you're going to grow. I just want to say thank you, HAAJi, for spending your afternoon here with D103. And do you have any closing words?
Closing words. I just want to remind everyone we start at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Invite your friends and family. Come with the right mindset. Another reminder from our tech expert Prince, who will be giving the session about the technology of a hybrid meeting. Make sure you update your Zoom. Make sure you update your Zoom before you log on so that you don't have any issues. We want to make sure everyone has a clear connection throughout the entire session. So we're ready for you. We're ready to give you all of the information you need. If you have any questions, bring your questions because we're here as a Toastmasters community, a D103 family, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. I'm excited for this program that we have for you. So I'll see you all on Saturday.
Great. Thank you, HAAJi, for your last comments. And like I said, we look forward to seeing you there this Saturday for the 2022 Summer TLI events. And in the description, make sure you click on that link and register today. And it was a pleasure of having you, HAAJi, our TLI Dean, and everyone. You have a great day. And thank you for joining us for the District 103 Facebook Live events. Have a nice day. Bye.